Hello, MACKEM CABBIE here. How are you doing? Just going to be doing now a preview of the Bournemouth game. It's certainly not going to be an easy one, and I've seen a lot of Sunderland fans, fair enough, saying 3-0, 4-0, this and that, the other. But I think some of us need to wind our necks in a little bit, because if we're not on the ball today, we could be on the receiving end of a heavy defeat. But I hope I'm wrong, and I hope we play the right formation. So of course we'll return to the Fortress, which is the Stadium of Light. We're unbeaten in 6 games on home soil. So the opposition, Bournemouth, like I say, have established themselves as a strong Premier League outfit for a few seasons. It's their 4th consecutive season in the top flight, and they're sitting pretty. The 8th in the table, 1 place below Sunderland, with both sides on 19 points. So it could be a pretty close, even Steven game as well. But the Cherries sit below, of course, the Black Cats on goal difference only. Last season, of course, they recorded their highest ever points tally in the Premier League history and finished 9th in the table, respectively, matching their best ever finish of their 2016-17 season. Of course, former Sunderland loanee Anton Semenyo leads the club's goal scoring record, and of course he was on loan with Sunderland, and he's absolutely lethal at Bournemouth at the moment, so he's a one to watch for if he does play. So their manager, Andoni Areola, he was the right full-back in his playing days, spending over 12 years with Atletico Bilbao and making over 400 appearances for the club before ending his playing career at New York City FC. He's taken over on the South Coast in the summer of 2023 following the expiry of his contract at Rio Vallecano. Areola secured back-to-back record points totals for Bournemouth in his 2 seasons in charge. He also led his Bournemouth side to beating Manchester City in November 2024, ending their 32-match unbeaten run in the Premier League. So for the head-to-heads, of course, Sunderland 5, drawn 3, Bournemouth 2. The last 5 meetings will go back, was way back as March 1990. Sunderland were 1-0 winners at Bournemouth, and then on the 19th of September 2015, Sunderland, they lost 2-0 at Bournemouth. And 23rd of January 2016, it was a 1-1 draw at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland then got another win away from home on the 5th of November 2016, and then 29th of April 2017, Sunderland lost at home 1-0. So both Sunderland and Bournemouth are 2 of the 5 teams who are yet to taste defeat on home soil in the Premier League this season. The others are Arsenal, Brighton and Hove Albion and Crystal Palace. The lads have not failed to score on a game at the Stadium of Light this season. They've scored 11 goals in 6 games on either side. Dan Ballard, of course, is set to make his 100th appearance for the club as well. But last week's 1-0 defeat to Fulham brought a 4-match unbeaten run to an end, and we didn't help ourselves by, I think, playing a bad formation. Bournemouth mind, the Cherries, they've only won 1 of their 6 away games this season. But to me, that means absolutely now. It's how you play on the day. In the Premier League, beating, of course, Tottenham 1-0 back in August, did the Cherries. Areola's side have conceded the most amount of goals for a team in the top half of the Premier League, 20 goals. Bournemouth are looking to end a run of 3 games without a win in the Premier League. 1-0, drawn 1 and lost 2. And look, it's one of them. It's one of them, isn't it? I just hope we play the right formation. It's as simple as that. We want to play the right formation. Didn't be playing a formation that stifles Sunderland. He didn't want that. I said yesterday, we just let us flow, let us play football. And there's also, I'm reading some news as well about an update on the availability of Romain Mundle, Dennis Serkin and Leo Helder and Habib Diarra. Lebris has plenty of options to choose from ahead of this weekend's Premier League game against Bournemouth with no fresh injury concerns, but has admitted that his long-term absentees are still building their way around to match day selection. Of course, Mundell scored in the under-21s the other day. On the trio, LeBrie says, we've got him, Mundell, some minutes, and that has been successful. But we have the squad available, so we don't need to rush him. So for Dennis and Leo, they still need time to build their fitness level, but they're not too far. And regarding Diarra, of course, LeBrie's admitted that he's making positive strides on his comeback trail from an injury that has ruled him out since September, and he is a miss. With the Senegalese midfielder set to represent his country at next month's 2025 African Cup of Nations tournament, LeBrie admits they will approach his comeback with caution through constant dialogue with his national team. Habib is making good progress at the minute. LeBrie actually stressed he is pain-free, but he still needs time to feel right with himself. And let's just hope he doesn't get fit, goes to the African Cup of Nations, and then comes back injured. That's one thing we do not need. So there we go. Join for the watch along. We're both starting about 2:30, and let's just hope we get the 3 points. But we have to be set up right and have a go at them. See you soon. Ta-da.